Today we're moving out of my uni accom. I'm currently unpacking, you know, the postgraduate feels. I really didn't think I was going to feel them. Working 6 days a week, I don't know if I've even ever done that. It is just very isolating being in this town. It's my room, guys. That is my room. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm not starting this video looking 10 out of 10, I can't lie, and I probably won't throughout this video, because today we're moving out of my uni accom. So you guys have been with me throughout this whole journey, so I thought, again, only right to do this video. So we're going to be packing up and I'm going to be taking you guys along with me while I'm moving out. So today's the first day I'm going to be packing up. So my boyfriend's actually helping me move out of uni. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim to get as much stuff out as possible today. So it will probably be about just over half of my stuff. I'm not going to prioritise the kitchen. I'm going to be prioritising moving stuff out of my room today. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 trips just because my boyfriend's car, he's got like a Polo, so it's not small, but it's like a bit more on the smaller side. I'm going to start off with my wardrobe, and I've got about 4 boxes, I would say. We're not going to put clothes in there. I'm going to put all my kitchen sauces and things in the boxes. First, we're going to tackle my wardrobe, and then we're going to do all this stuff as well. All like my makeup products and things like that. So we're going to start because this is going to take a while. This is the state of my wardrobe. As you can tell, I do have a lot of clothes. Yeah, we're going to start with this. Hi everyone, so I do look a mess right now, so I'm going to have to ignore it. But I have just moved half of my stuff out, and I didn't film it because it was honestly just too stressful. But we've made it here, and I'm currently unpacking the biggest bag that I've got in my wardrobe. So, you know, we're making a start. I just thought we'd do 1 bag today, might as well. So the plan is I'm gonna have to do 1 more trip because I've got all my kitchen stuff there, all my bathroom stuff, and just a few more extra room bits. I need to do a trip to like B&M, The Range, Asda, all that stuff to get like, I don't want to spend too much money, but a few bits and bobs. I need to put all of my stuff in my room and kind of organise it to therefore see what new stuff I need to get. I do know I want a mirror. I need some storage bits. I need to get some storage bits for like above my wardrobe. It's annoying because until I get the new stuff, I'm going to have to reorganise a few bits. Like my wardrobe, for example, I'm going to get some, like, I need to get some storage bits in here. And maybe in, like to organise like my bras, my knickers and stuff. So might have to organise some things again, but it's a start, isn't it? We've got to put everything in first and then we can see what we need, like I said. But yeah, honestly, it does not feel weird at all to be back. Like, I like this room. It's nice to actually live in a house since I've lived in a flat for like 3 years. But yeah. So everyone, I have just gone out and had some food. So we've taken a little break. It's currently like 7:30. But I did complete that bag, and this is how far we've gotten. Obviously, I do have more bags. I have all my coats in here, and I think I'm gonna have to get like a coat rack because in my accommodation I had kind of like this. I had this in my accommodation but bigger, a few more, and my door's not going to be able to hold all of that, so I'm gonna have to get like a separate rack just for my jackets, I reckon. I'm gonna sort out like my skincare, my makeup, and I've only got these 2 drawers here, but I'm just gonna put the stuff I need in here. I might have to buy a little bit more storage somewhere, put it here or this side. I do this every time, but I just chuck everything in plastic bags like this, and it's not good because there's literally no like zero organization here. Like, look at this. It's just, this is my makeup, guys. It's just chucked like this. It makes it harder for me, but it's easier to pack. But when I unpack it, it's harder, but oh well, we'll just have to deal with that. Hi everyone, so it's the next day, and you're going to have to ignore if you can see my underbags or I just look really tired. It's because I had the worst sleep last night and had to go to work for like an 8.5-hour shift. So that is why, like, I'm on 4 hours sleep. I'm so sleep deprived. Like, I do not look good in this video, and we're just going to have to accept it. Like, this is for the mems. Today I did have work, so not much progression on my room, but I don't know if I told you guys, but I did do my laundry. I just saved my laundry because it's obviously cheaper at home. So I'm going to do this in a second because I need like new laundry. I felt really dirty last night because basically this bedding that's on my bed hasn't been touched for about a year because the last time I stayed here overnight was a year ago, last summer. Obviously it's not dirty, but this stuff is probably dusty as hell, and I kept sneezing today, and I want to blame it on the bed sheets. I also want this to be about like just how I'm feeling, and this is, you know, it's about me moving out, and it's not just physically but it's mentally. And obviously I've moved out 2 weeks earlier than I was meant to because they didn't have any extra shifts for me to pick up back at Bournemouth, and I literally would have just been sat in my accommodation today doing nothing. So I don't regret coming back a bit earlier. But I would say, considering the fact that, you know, yesterday I was at Bournemouth, and then today I literally come back and I worked at my old shop that I used to work at, because if you guys don't know, I work in retail, I work at a supermarket, and you know, the one at home I've worked at since I was like 18, I'd like to say 18 or 19. So I'm very familiar with this shop, but like it's just a big transition. You know, I barely even had time. I just unpacked a little bit yesterday. I feel like I'm really just getting those feels, like, you know, the postgraduate feels. I really didn't think I was going to feel them. Like, I know in my last video I did get emotional and like a bit teary about me moving, whatever, but it does hit you more when you finish uni. And I won't lie, like now that I'm in my room and I'm like, wow, this is really like life, this is the next stage of my life, and this is my life right now. I'm just working part-time, getting many shifts as I can at my retail job that I've had since I was 17, trying to find a new job, trying to make money. And you know, I've just got this thing in me, like I just want to live the best life. I just want to be able to make money and give myself the best life that I can, and I've just got this urge in me, like that's all I want to do. And obviously a part of me thinks, you know, was uni a waste of time? I'm applying to a few marketing jobs, but since I live in such a small town, a lot of the jobs, like the good opportunities for marketing, are not in my town. I'm like, should I have gone to uni? You know, I feel behind now, like because I'm at this point, it's just switched, like right, I need to work, I need to make money. And I'm like, why did I go to uni? Like, it was kind of a waste of my time. But then also I can't regret it. Everyone, like, you know, there's a plan for you, and I really do believe that. I couldn't wait to finish uni, and you know, like I didn't have too many friends. I always had like a small circle of friends in my uni town. I knew I wasn't gonna like grieve that too much because a lot of them was already on placement, like my 2 friends. I don't feel, obviously, you know, like when I first moved into uni, I don't feel that way. Like I don't feel like I was crying the first day. Like that was a massive transition. To then tell myself, my younger self, that I feel weird now moving out of uni and kind of transitioning into that point in my life, would actually laugh at me, because, you know, she was used to living at home and everything. But it definitely, it does hit you. I mean, I feel like studying kind of gives you a purpose. And I think, you know, since I've like changed my hair in the past 2 weeks as well, such a change. I was actually in Bournemouth yesterday, I'm back here, I'm working, I've unpacked. It's all a bit intense. Like I feel like I just need to like slow down a little bit. I just couldn't wait to come back home. I couldn't wait to be in my room. I was like, I'm not enjoying uni. I don't like 3rd year. I don't have all my friends here that I used to have. But then like you know, never really came back home. Like there's nothing wrong with my home, I just never came back. I never even went back, which just showed clearly that I did enjoy it. But it's crazy how I just got comfortable with that life, because uni life is just something that I thought I'd never get comfortable with. Like it's just, you're not living at home, you know. Like if I was to tell myself this first year that I'm coming out of uni and I'm like, what the hell is going on living at home, she'd be so confused. But hey, this is the next chapter, we've got to embrace it. I literally finished uni a month ago, and I just feel like I need to have my whole life figured out right now, which is just not helping. I'm like, right, I need to make money, I need to work full time, and it's like, slow down, it's so hard to get a job in this economy. I'm trying to find a job, like I'm doing best as I can. Like this woman today that I was working with, she's like, oh, I thought you were going to go travelling and stuff. And it's like, yeah, like I so would, but I don't have the money. Yeah, it's weird coming back home as well, because it's like entering a chapter that you kind of closed, and it's like you're reopening that. I just feel like it'd be nice when I've decorated my room and it feels more like home, because even yesterday was strange sleeping here because I was slept here for a year. And it's just, yeah, it's just something that I've got to accept. It is strange for me, which is weird because this should be home, but it's not right now. But I am feeling just, you know, I've hardly any sleep, which does not help, but I am feeling the blues right now. I'm feeling a bit stuck, feeling a bit lost. But you know, I've got a family, and then my friend's coming back soon in like a few weeks. But I feel like part of me is glad that I've done this early. Like, I know I've got 2 weeks left of my accommodation, but I am going back a few days before it ends to go clubbing with my friend for the last time in Bournemouth, which would be nice. And also, I would just be doing nothing, literally sat in my room like I wasn't doing anything. But yeah, I just thought I'd keep it real with you guys and also tell you guys how I'm feeling. I'll be fine though, like I will figure it out. It's just gonna take me some time. I will settle in, but yeah, it will just take me some time. If you're feeling the same way and you thought you wouldn't, girl, same. Thought like I hated uni, couldn't wait to finish, like it's gonna be the best. Not having like, you know, like education guilt when you always have an assignment due and you feel like you've got to do it. To be fair, I did hate that, but you do grieve it in a very weird way. Like everyone gets comfortable with like their life. I'm gonna do my bed now. So yeah, I'm seeing you guys later. Bye. Hi everyone, it's the next day. So I've just obviously had a day off today. So I've just started to do my room now. It's currently like 5 in the evening. I went to town today and I did my first food shop. So I got a few bits for the fridge, and nothing too crazy because I still have a lot of my food stuff obviously at home at uni. Well, not home, but you know. I got a lot of my sauces and like my rice cooker and all that stuff there. So I just kind of got ready meals, if you know what I mean. And I also posted a vintage parcel in town, so I went back to my hometown, had a little mooch around there. Obviously there's nothing there because I live in such a rubbish town, like it's so small, but then again it's quite quiet, which can be nice. I haven't been there for a year, so that was nice. So now I wanted to show you guys, I've just changed my TV so I can look while I'm sorting out my wardrobe. But I did change my bedding yesterday, so it's not as dusty. So we've made some progress with the wardrobe. I actually love this wardrobe. There's a lot of room in here, like the cubes are massive. Like it's really long, which is nice. And I forgot to show you guys what I did. So this is like my skincare, and there's a little bit of like, that's the makeup palette obviously. But this is mainly skincare, and I've got some lip products there because I couldn't fit them. But this is my makeup drawer. I do have some extra things like fake eyelashes and just a few more makeup products I don't use as much. I need to get some storage here, like I have to, and that will go in there. And then I'll put like random bits and bobs in there as well, and some hair products. But it's only going to be a small one, but yeah. And do you know what? I thought I had to get a whole new makeup table for the storage, so I'm not mad. I just feel like that would be a waste of money that like I don't need to spend with a whole new makeup table. Yet again, I've got another bag full of clothes, so we're going to sort this out. But we're definitely getting there. We're getting there with the clothes, which I feel like is a really big thing that I have the most of. So hi everyone. So it's probably been like 3 weeks later or something like that. I've finally got time just to like record for a second. So my room is still a mess. Basically, I just worked like 6 days in a row, not joking, had a day off, which was not yesterday, the day before, worked another day, and now I've got a day off again. It's just been a lot adjusting, especially like, for example, working 6 days a week. I don't know if I've even ever done that. I probably have done 5 days, but I don't know about 6 days. And I just think a lot of it's been like adjusting, obviously. I have been applying to full-time roles in my degree in marketing, but you know, it's so hard, like no one wants you, you know, no one wants you, and it's just kind of like a lifestyle change. It kind of did hit me the other day, I'm not gonna lie, when I did work 6 days that week, and I was like, wow, like this is what life's about. Life is about working now, and it's just like accept this completely different lifestyle. I've just started from actually like probably yesterday, or you could say 2 days ago, but mostly yesterday. I'm trying to really sort out my sleeping pattern. I can no longer go to sleep at 2 o'clock every night like I used to at uni. It's not going to cut it. I have to get up early for work some days, not always. Sometimes I do evenings, but you know, it's not that I'm not grateful for my job. I'm really grateful for the money and stuff, but I've had it for 5 years, and it's been that job you just kind of grow up with and you do while you study. So I would love to just get a different job. Like I spent hours and hours on the tills and like stuff like that. But I'll be lying with you guys if I said that I feel 100% fine still. Constantly working and still like not feeling completely settled is definitely like getting to me. My stuff is still a mess here. You can see all my wires over there. I'm planning to sort this out, this bit today. I'm gonna put it in this. because I was going to get some chest of drawers, but if I can fit it all in that little thing, I don't need chest of drawers. This room does need organising, and I do feel kind of crap still, like I thought it would go now, but it's not. I think it's just the realisation of like realising that you're gonna like have to like work. I'm gonna have to like work now and like adjust to that, and I know that might sound spoilt to some people, but that is reality. Most students don't work full-time. I worked part-time when I was at uni, but not full-time. Hi everyone, so it's, I don't even know what the date is, I'll put it on the screen. It's been a hot minute and my hair is looking crazy. This is what happens when I don't put heat on it, but you know what, it's okay. I thought I'd whack on a bit of makeup. I've got a day off today, and yeah, I thought I'd sit down, talk to you guys and show you my room update. So my room is done now and I feel like finally settled in. I did a deep clean yesterday, and I know I've been so bad at showing you guys the journey, but honestly it's not fun. Like, I've just been unpacking, sorting out the spare room. I haven't brought anything new. I brought one new thing, which is like a storage box, which I'll show you guys in a minute, but I thought I might as well do a mini room tour in this video. Nothing too long, just because I wouldn't do a separate video on it because I don't think my room is honestly anything special. Update on how I'm feeling. So I'm feeling settled. I actually really like my room now. Even though I've brought nothing new, there's no like reset. Just having everything from my uni com in my room just made it feel like home instantly. As I said, nice living in a house, not an accommodation. It is boiling hot in here though, and having to do it in the heat wave, like, even I tried to hoover my room. I live upstairs, guys, and it was actually hell. Like, it's not for the weak. I was like sweating, like my forehead was sweating, and even just trying to clean a room in a heat wave in a really hot room is so hard. But I would say yesterday was like my first proper reset here that I've done since everything's been in my room. And yeah, but I would say though, like, the town is quiet, you know, and although my house is nice, sometimes it doesn't even matter. It's where you live. There's just not a lot going on here. Like, yes, I'm half an hour away from a city, which is good. But still, say if you wanted to go clubbing, you could get the train there, but on the way back, you couldn't. The only problem is for a night out. If you had like a friend in the city, it would be fine. But yeah, I don't know. I just, obviously I would go to town to get a few bits and bobs. Like, it has a Savers, it has a Boots, it's got a supermarket, but that's the only reason you'd go. And you can meet your friend at the local pub. But honestly, I don't have many friends here, and it is just very isolating being in this town. I feel like, you know, I've got a friend that's still at uni, and I've got one friend that's here that's come back, and I've got a friend that's going to move back from my uni town soon. But like, still, it does just feel very isolating. And I'm just going into like full-time work. I mean, I'm not doing it now because hours change all the time at the supermarket that I work at, but it is quite overwhelming, and just having to like accept this like new life, a new chapter. I have been having days which I don't feel great, I can't lie. But yeah, I just thought I would get this video out for you guys. And if anyone is watching this, because I know obviously I don't really have active subscribers, which is kind of fair because I post so on and off, but I do actually, like, YouTube is something that I love, and it's always something that I love. Like, I would never care if I made any money from this or not. But if you guys have any video suggestions, because I would love to do like a week in my life, right? There's this YouTuber that I watch, she's called like Rosalind, whatever, and she's like actually stunning, and she lives in Manchester. She's a model, like, she's got a cool life, she's a student. I'm just back in my small town working in retail, the same job that I've had since I was like 17, trying to find a new job. There's honestly not much in my life. Like, I live in such a tiny town, I don't really have anything interesting. I want to start the gym again with me and my friend in September, once she's not busy in September, and so I'm not as well, because we both have like holidays and just things like, just she's busy going to festivals and stuff. So we're going to start that, potentially some Pilates. But like, apart from that, I just don't know what I'd film and what I want to film. I'm sure like I might come up with some stuff, but I just generally just don't know what's interesting. Like, my friend was like, and I know other people have said to me, that it just feels like summer. It just feels like the back home for the summer. But to me, I didn't come back for 1 year, and I don't know, a part of me is like, oh yeah, it can feel like summer, but I feel like it very much has sunk into me that I'm staying here. It does help, obviously. The first thing you do is organise your room, and it makes you feel busy because you're like, right, the first thing I need to do is unpack. And it has helped, you know, my room feeling nice and clean, making sure that it's clean and everything's here. It feels like home. But yeah, I've been applying to jobs. Nowhere wants me. But I don't... Working full-time is just something that, as I said, I have never done, which is the reality for a lot of students. And that's just like getting into that swing of things, like a life that I've got to accept, and just, I don't know, it's still feeling a lot for me. It's been like a few months now since I've been back, and it's still feeling like this to me. Like, it's still hard for me to, like, I just have days where I think it's when I've got days off that you're home and then you just like kind of like think about everything. I wanted to build these Lego flowers. I couldn't do it, didn't have the patience for it anymore. I want to like paint again, right? I don't know if I have the patience anymore. I can't even build Lego flowers. Like when I was younger, I could build like a whole house of Lego friends, okay? I was like, oh yeah, let's get back into painting. But after like doing those Lego flowers and having no patience for that, I'm thinking, how on earth am I meant to like paint a whole drawing? Just don't know if I can. Okay, so this is the first thing you see when you walk into my room. I do have stuff hanging on here. I was thinking I'm going to get a bunch of stuff in my room, but then I was like, do I really want to spend the money on that? Like, I've got everything already. And I was like, it's just unnecessary money when I've got the stuff already. When I next move out, which is not going to be for a while, but I'd love to do like brown furniture instead of white. I feel like the old me loved the white furniture. The new me would like an oak sort of colour. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. So yeah, this fits a lot in. I just got basically hair products and a few eyelashes and things like that. And then here is my makeup table. I've got a spinny thing. It's very organised. It's got a bunch of my perfumes on. A little picture there. Picture up here. I've got these nice like flowers that my mum got me, like these fake flowers. Phone stand, jewellery, Alexa. That's like a little fan down there, and that's like my galaxy light at night. It's my sunset lamp. It's a bit messy, I know. This is the only new thing I got. I'm contemplating getting the other one if they still have it. I got it from TK Maxx, and yeah, I put my Buddha on top of there, a little box on the side as well, and it just looks so cute. And I feel like another one would look really nice. I wanted one with a lid specifically, and this has a lid on so it doesn't collect dust. These two don't. I have like my hats and scarves and things like that. And I feel like that one could do the lid as well. That has like my painting, my scrapbooking, all my artsy stuff in there. That can stay as it is. And I've just put like a plastic, like what's it? A black bag over it. Anyways, wardrobe is messy. This bit's fine, okay? That's like knickers, that's trousers, that's pajamas. This bit is messy right now, I can't lie, and it would be good if I did have some boxes down here. That would actually be something that I wouldn't mind investing in, just for like some organisation. But yeah, we'll have to see about that. But everything else is all good. Here, I put like my blanket in here when I don't need it. That's my water bottle cover that's inside there. This plant, I actually love this plant. It's from the range. Obviously, I got it a while ago, but it's so cute. Love it. Windowsill. This is one Lego flower. Some of them, as you can tell, kind of fell apart when we came back here. But then we've got a few fake flowers here. This, my neighbour actually made for me years ago, and it's so cute. So I thought I had to put it up here. Little candle. This thing. Got my mirror here. Yeah, just average mirror. I wanted to get one of those big ones that everyone has, but I just thought, again, what's the point? I can in my future apartment, but this is still usable, like it's fine. And then I was going to get a whole set of like chest of drawers, right, because I didn't know what to do with all of this. But this used to be my bathroom, and it used to be very similar to this, to be fair. But I've just put it here next to my mirror. Because, you know, once I finish the shower, I might want a fake tan. I've got my fake tans here, my lotions. I'd want to do it in front of a mirror, so that's why it's up here. I do have all my pads and things here as well. And I've got, this has all like my nail polishes, my nail gels, and then like my nail machine. This is my laundry basket, a hot fan for the winter. I would like a desk, I think. Now that I'm talking, I feel like there is a bit of improvement to be done. But anyways, I might get a few things. You never know. I might invest in a few more things. I am going to be here for a while, so... But it would be nice to have like a little desk and get rid of maybe the galaxy lights, even though I love them, but with a cute little lamp maybe. But for now, I've just got my Stanley there. I've got a bin there, and then this is my bed. Love it. It's actually a big double, not a small double, which I've had at uni the whole time. So it does feel nice and big. I've got my little teddies. I've washed them. I've washed the pillows. The big white teddy I've washed and stuff. My iPad's just over there. Then here's my TV. Now this was originally my nightstand. That was over there. But since I've come back, I didn't have a TV before. I don't know where to get a good TV stand that's quite tall, since my bed is quite tall, since I have a mattress protector. Anyone knows where to get like a tall TV stand that looks nice, let me know. And then I could like use this as my nightstand again. But yeah, got my TV there, which I love. And that is everything. That is my room, guys. That is my room. My hair is crazy, by the way. I don't know if I said, but I did cut it. This is my natural hair, guys. This is why my hair always has to be having some form of heat on it, because it is just crazy. I'm sure, to be fair now, the bottom bits might go curly, but I've tried to make it curly in the past. The bottom bit does, but not this top bit. But anyways, it's nice and healthy now though. But yeah, she is really short compared to what I had her like before. But anyways, let me know what else you want to see from me, what I can do, what I can show you guys of my very interesting life. If you're in the same boat as me, just know that you're not alone. My DMs are always open. If you're feeling the same way that I am, moving back to a small town, or just even trying to adjust back home to uni, it is hard and it needs to be spoke about more. It is spoke about, but I just feel like I just wasn't prepared enough. That's the only way I can say it. But yeah, we've got this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye guys, love you.